If you want to scribe thousands of viral TikTok posts in seconds, I will show you how to do that using a simple workflow in N8n. We will also be using Airtable and Apify. So let's dive in. First of all, we'll create this workflow, which is the one that triggers the Apify actor. And then we will create this one, which is the one that collects the data. So this is a two-part process. So the way it works after everything has been built, we just click the button here, and this is automatically going to put all the posts inside this table. So let me just do that so you can see how magical this is. So this is running now. This is processed, and I'll just pause the video for a second. Now you can see that the run is actually processing inside the Apify actor. Here, as you can see, the process is still running, so we just need to wait for the 196 pages to be scribed. So now this has been scribed and the core has been made inside the get data workflow. So now this is processing, as you can see. So this is kind of magical and everything is neat and tidy. We have the video, we have the subtitles. Basically, we have everything we need to repurpose the content or to at least analyze it so that we know what works now. Now I will show you how to build it. So first of all, you'll want to create a new Airtable database. So this one has already been created, but you can get access to it if you're part of the community. Next, you'll want to just add those columns here. So the first one is a long text, so edit field, long text content, video URL. And so I'll explain in a minute why do we need the video URL and the actual video attachment. Here we have a long text column that's for the subtitles, the date created, the count, so these are all numbers. So this, if you go to edit field, you can see that these are all numbers, play count, comment count, and the post ID. Because when we are actually running this automation on schedule, we don't want to create new posts each time, so we just update the row based on the actual ID. So that's the table to receive the data. Now you also need a table to tell the actor who to scribe. So this is a very simple one. So this is just name. So this is the actual profile name, profile URL, platform, because this solution also scribes X, LinkedIn, and all that, and scribe start. That's if you want to scribe it manually. We won't really need that for now, but we might need it later, so we might just add it now. Next, you'll want to head over to Apify, and inside Apify, you'll want to look for a new actor, which is TikTok data extractor. So if you don't have an account, you just need to create one. Then in the search bar, you just type TikTok and you will have this one, TikTok data extractor. And so that's really important that you use this one and not another one. So here, as you can see, the actor is structured in such a way that we can scrape by profile or videos with different hashtags, by searches, video URLs, etc. So I like to do it by profile. So here, if you look at the JSON object, it looks like that, and there is an array with the different profiles that we want to scrape. So basically, we only need to, we will use that, so we just need to copy and paste it for later. And here you want to also head over to API endpoint, and you want to use this one. So this one you'll need to copy it and paste it somewhere. We will need it for later too. As the next step, we want to configure the actor to actually push the data inside the Airtable database. So you want to head over to integrations, and here add an integration. and here you will select HTTP webhook, and that's going to be empty. So you just need to name it, then start when the run is succeeded, and then head over to your N8n installation and create a new workflow. So you'll just click on add a new workflow, and then here that's going to be on webhook core, and here that's going to be a post request without any authentication. So here you'll have a new link which you need to copy and paste inside the webhook URL. Just name this one here, save it, and then just save it. So now we will be ready to receive the data once the run is completed. Here, as you can see, as usually, we have the test, so we will need to remove that when the actor is actually running live, but for now we need to leave this one. Save it, and that's done. Now we are going to create the workflow to run actors. So this is quite simple. This is actually very, very simple. So let me just show you the process. First of all, you will want to create a new workflow, just like we did previously. And here you want to run it manually. So you just need to select this trigger. And you can also select the schedule trigger. So this one is going to scrape data every day. So at midnight, I'll just disconnect it for now. Next, you want to have a Airtable node, and this one is going to search record. So it's going to search record from the content management database, and this is going to get data from creators to scrape. And so here, I don't know if you recall, but we have this column here with the checkbox. So basically, this could be a formula. So for instance, we could check if the checkbox is checked and only extract those. So this can be very, very convenient. Next, we have a switch node, which you only need if you get the actor to, or if you get the workflow to run for several platforms. But for now, we'll just focus on TikTok. So basically, this is getting the platform here, and that checks if this is equal to TikTok, and if this is equal to TikTok, it goes in the upper branch, and here we'll aggregate the data, because basically the data comes as a list like that, and so we want it all in one object so that we can use it in the HTTP request, which is the one that actually runs the actor. So I will just run you through the HTTP request. It's very easy. So this is a post method, and here this is coming from this endpoint. So this is just copy and paste this bit here. And this is just following the data structure that we have in the input section in the JSON format here. The only specificity is that we need an expression to make sure that this is actually formatted properly. And so the expression is actually pretty simple. This is just from the aggregate node, and then it maps all the data, joins it, and turns it into an array. And here we are getting 10 results per page, but we could do it for 400, and this is going to work exactly the same way. So that's the first workflow created. So that's very, very easy. Next, we need to create the second workflow, which is the one actually updating the scraped data inside the Airtable database. If you like this video, don't hesitate to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so that I can keep making more of those. You can also join the community, where we have a group of highly motivated individuals willing to learn how to use N8n and other automation solutions, and also how to sell them and make a lot of money from those automations. When you join the community, you also get access to the classroom, where there is a lot of content and a template vault. So when you open up the template vault, you just need to download the file to your computer and then head over to N8n, and from here all you need to do is to click those three dots, import from file, look for the file that you've just downloaded, open, and that's ready to go in like 10 seconds. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside, and now back to the video. Now we are going to build the second workflow. So basically this workflow gets the data from the Apify run once it runs successfully, and then updates the Airtable database just like this. So it's really nice and neat. So to build this workflow, you need to make sure that you have test appended after the webhook, if this is the first core, and you need to make sure that test workflow is activated, and the data is going to get into the webhook. And so that after that, you need to pin the data so that you can use it for the building the rest of the workflow without needing to run the actor again. That's really, really useful. You can also pin the data by going to execution and copy to editor. So next, we want to create an HTTP GET request and use this API here, the URL. And you just need to use the default dataset ID as a variable, and so that you'll find it down there, and you just need to drag it and drop it, so it will get at the bottom here. Usually when you do that, and if you have not done that before, it just puts it at the end. You just need to place it properly and make sure that there are no spaces in between, otherwise it's not going to work. Next, we need a code node. So that's the reason why I mainly choose to use N8n, is because we can use small bits of codes and we can actually use ChatGPT. I'm not a coder myself. These queries, you just need to know what you need, and ChatGPT will build it for you. And here we are just manipulating the data. So basically we just want to extract the creator, the content, which is the text, the video, so the URL and the file name, and also the subtitles. So in order to get the subtitles, we will then need to make sure that they actually exist. So for it, we use a filter node, and we check that the subtitles are available. And if they are available, we have another GET request, which is going to get the actual text from the subtitles. And here we could quite easily manipulate the data here using an expression, but I don't really want to do that. I don't really need to do that. So here we get the actual text from the subtitles. Next, all we need to do is to make sure that the data is actually parsed properly. So this is not create, record, this is create or update. And so it will use the ID column to match it, so that if the post already exists, it will just update it and not create a new one. It would be really useless to create new rows each time. And here to just map the data, all we need to do is to drag and drop. There is one factor that you need to pay attention to, is this one, video. So here inside the database, we have video, so which is the attachment, and we also have the URL. So I use the URL if I need to process it afterwards, but I use the video just to see what the post is like. So just like that.
5 cartes.
So this one is a bit odd, but still, you understand the principle here. So basically, if we were just to drag and drop the URL without modifying the data here, we wouldn't have the attachment. It wouldn't work. So you need to have something that modifies the expression so that Airtable knows that this is an attachment. So this is helpful if you want to identify posts that are going viral now, or if you want to be cheeky and repurpose somebody else's content. I don't recommend that you do that, but you can if you want to. If you like this type of video, don't hesitate to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also join the community, and we'll be happy to see you on the inside. Bye bye.